out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfella One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. What's going on? We back. Goodfella Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in one time for the one time we grinding. Make sure you check out our sponsor, the Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing, get 18% off immediately on their all natural products from soaps, lotions, hair pomade, bath bombs, muscle relaxer rubs, all natural products from thehealthblaze.com. Go ahead and check them out. The website link and promo code will be in the description. You feel me? But, James Harden had a great night last night. You know what I'm saying? And you got people calling him the greatest offensive player of all time. And I'm not going to go in here and, sit there and just say, oh, no, just because, he get every foul call. Look here, man. Michael Jordan started superstar foul calls. You know what I'm saying? When the Pistons was around here playing jail ball and beating his ass. And be on the lookout for my retro hoop series, too, man. I'm going to be putting in some work on that this weekend, all right? And look out for some other stuff I got coming as well. But when he was around here getting, Mike was crying to David Stern to, create the technicals and flagrants to do something about the bad boy Pistons, that's when superstar calls arrive. Now, dude be traveling like a mug, hell yeah, but 99% of the NBA, 99.9% of the NBA be traveling like a mug too. So, as far as him, it's frustrating that he be taking 3 steps and get touch fouls, and he be the biggest flopper in NBA history. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to take it here, man. People was calling him the greatest offensive player of all time. But shit, where is this offensive skill set in the playoffs, bro? I done seen James Harden choke too many times in the playoffs. And it just shows you how the media and how and the media has to trickle down effect to the fans. Okay, we know that. ESPN say LeBron the greatest of all time. People run with that without doing their own research. And going to look at some of the greatest years Michael Jordan had when you're talking about scoring titles, Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, All-Star MVP, Slam Dunk Champion of the league, and all this other shit, okay? He had all that in one season. I got that in my Retro Hoop series, man. 1 or 2 episodes I done done too far, so it ain't too hard to find in the playlist, okay? But, like I said before, okay? Dude, where's this James Harden in the playoffs? Okay? Real talk. Where's this James Harden in the playoffs? Okay? This is the same James Harden that choked against Golden State way long time ago in the playoffs. They could have went up 1-0 and then 2-0 in the last few seconds. It's like a few years ago. Way before Chris Paul got there. Last few seconds, this dude tripping over his shoelaces and tripping over his feet and the ball going out of bounds, okay? Where is this fucking James Harden, you know what I'm saying, when Kawhi Leonard was injured and they needed the game to go to the Western Conference Finals? And then it's like only 2 years ago he choked it up then. No Kawhi Leonard, and they went out there and he didn't do a damn thing. He went out there and choked, and the Spurs blew them out a couple years in the playoffs, excuse me. Okay? So you can't be the greatest offensive player in the league and you got a history of choking. Then I take it 2 steps further. You go the first step further last year. Chris Paul was the one that was balling until he got injured on cue. James Harden was nowhere to be found, having the worst shooting his career right in the playoffs. This ain't no coincidence. This ain't just, James Harden just had an off night in the playoffs. No, you can't be the greatest of shit if you can't go be the greatest or be amongst the best when it mattered. And in the playoffs, James Harden don't get it done. He don't matter. He can't carry a team. He can do all that step back, loop-de-loop, 3-step, Euro step, 2 or 3 step back, jumper crap, and then he do all that in the regular season. But when it comes to the postseason, bruh, people was getting on LeBron about his performances in the postseason, right? James Harden, way worse, dude. He like Peyton Manning in the postseason, man. And maybe he'll finally break through, like Peyton Manning finally broke through in the postseason. But, dude, this dude got a lot of parallels to one of the biggest chokers in playoff history among sports. I mean, you want to go to EuroLeague soccer, you want to go to MLS, NHL, MLB, you want to call to college football, college basketball. His whole playoff moments, and I'll take it 2 steps further, the second step further in a minute. His whole playoff moments is when I think about James Harden in the playoffs, bro, I think about when Chris Webber called that timeout in the Final Four, bro. That's what represents James Harden playoff performance, bro. For real. Chris Webber choking and calling that timeout. That's what that picture right there just tells me everything I need to know about James Harden in the playoffs. So you can't be the greatest with a track record in the playoffs when it matters the most. That's trash like him. He's one of the worst playoff performers of all time in any sport. You know, he gonna have to change that. LeBron James was said to have that, but at the same time, LeBron James, you know what I'm saying? LeBron James was fucking going crazy on the Pistons at the time at the Palace. You know, LeBron James was getting good points and stuff of that nature. James Harden ain't doing a motherfucking thing. He go for shooting high percentage to doing nothing, turning the ball over when it mattered. And then after the Kawhi Leonard situation, he got injured and the Spurs whooped him. He went to the club and party like he didn't even care. Like, dude, all right. And then, you know, to take it the second step further, man, before I go off, remember this is the dude that it was the reason Oklahoma City Thunder lost to the fucking the Miami Heat. If he showed up, they beat the Miami Heat. He didn't even show up. This dude been choking. This dude was a 9-factor in the Miami Heat series, okay? Well, when LeBron and D-Wade got their first championship, Durant was balling, Westbrook was balling. He was a 6 man off the bench that wasn't balling. That's probably one of the reasons they got rid of his ass, because he didn't do a damn thing in that series, bro. Nothing. He was the worst playoff performer then. And 10 or 5 or 7 years later, that still hold bait. So you can't be the GOAT of shit when you struggling in the playoffs. And people forget that. The media forget that. They live in the moment. Nigga, I live in the whole era. Because I done lived through the 90s basketball, early 2000s, man. He ain't the greatest offensive player choking in big moments, but y'all know what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter. Also got a Facebook group. You can reach out to me in the email if you got a video request, question, business inquiry, sponsorship. Definitely appreciate it. You can reach out on Facebook or Twitter as well. DM me on those social media sites. You want to make a donation to the channel, that link's in the description as well. Make sure you subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos, all right? And also don't forget to go check out our sponsor, The Hellblaze, thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing, get 18% off immediately on all natural products, foot soaks, bath bombs, hand lotion, hair pomade. All that information is in the description, promo code, and the website. Appreciate it. Goodfella Sports TV. Your boy CJ Goodfella. Y'all know what the business is. We gone.